Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Red and white everywhere you look. The atmosphere created by the folk of Porto Alegre, providing a real celebratory assault on the senses. It is a unique part, this, of Brazil's southern coast, and the appreciation of the game here is pretty much universal. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Played out to the left flank. Zico going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, look at the space here. Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Shifted upfield. Hernandez is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Iniesta. He's been picked out. Torres! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Fernando Torres is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Guardiola spots it and intercepts. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and...
Palmer! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there.
And it's Iniesta. Has a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Iniesta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Gilberto Silva. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, shoot! They've done it! Oh, offside.
Is the light very short-lived? The referee's assistant did have his flag up. It might have been close, but it was correct.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Palmer. Neymar. Can he put it away? Goal! International! The breakthrough strike. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And he cuts out the supply. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Fernando Torres. And Hernandez. He's got away. Hernandez is sporting a guilty look after that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no
That
surprise.
looks a cracking ball. Oh, good ball! Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Adams. Great work on the overlap.
That's good defensive concentration.
And he's had it nicked away. Picked out brilliantly. Great hit! He scores! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
That's been cut out, well played. Thuram gets rid without sophistication. Neymar. Oh, super find. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Chance! And more and more and more! And he is just ripping it up!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
And there
acréscimo.
was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Internacional find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do.
And the first 45 minutes are up. So no shortage of thrills, no shortage of fireworks, but all very one-sided. We appear perhaps headed for a cricket score at this rate, unless there is a significant change in fortune. It is 3-0 at half-time.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Internacional, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break.
Substituição.
So off we go once more. Zico. Looking tidy in possession here. Gilberto Silva. No way through there. Palmer. And he welcomes it in. And he's onside. Has a go!
How many interceptions?
He's had a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those breaking passes just to spread the play.
Oh, good ball, and it's Maradona! It's in! And they are right back within touch! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Palmer. Guardiola. Engages and forces him off the ball. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Iniesta. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Eto'o. Guardiola.
Público
Iniesta.
presente na partida de hoje.
Eto'o.
61.052 espectadores.
And the pass is intercepted. And it's Zico. Fernando Torres. Now it's Iniesta. He's found a way through. Yamal. Fernando Torres. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, he's been caught napping. He's free, he has got space. Maldini is there to clear. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Internacional clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Neymar. Iniesta. Heads it! He scored! And surely that settles it. Great header, made it look easy.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
Teremos uma substituição.
So here comes a substitution. It's starting to look like a done deal now. No, he's just misjudged that one. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And they've got a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Adams. And Neymar. Threads one in. Oh, nicely intercepted. Neymar. Yamal. Ooh, a delicate chip through. So nearly the perfect ball. Looking for options for movement.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Neymar. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, has a look and has a go. Gave it a go, but off target. Got a shot away! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. No way through, so back it comes. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Red and white everywhere you look. The atmosphere created by the folk of Porto Alegre, providing a real celebratory assault on the senses. It is a unique part, this, of Brazil's southern coast, and the appreciation of the game here is pretty much universal. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now it's Torres. Great chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Torres, he can run onto that, and that is expertly dealt with.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta, or Batigol, as he's become known.
Nobody would ignore him.
He has all the attributes, Peter, and
He gets big, and he has kept it out somehow.
yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Internacional with the corner, there first. The Netherlands are looking to go forward now. Nice ball, and he's in. Tries a shot! Goal! Internacional! And it's Internacional who take the lead. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
The Netherlands are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Fernando Torres, cleared without complication. Neymar. Nice interception, well timed. Kimmich. Internacional are very much in charge here, dominating possession, and a goal to the good. Well read, nice interception. And it's been given away. He's through and all alone! Can he finish? He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Quick, decisive and unerring, a textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
So that's two now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
And Batistuta! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Iniesta providing an outlet on that flank. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Bastoni. Vinicius Junior. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Palmer. Now it's Iniesta. Kimmich. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And here's a chance. A whisker high.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Bastoni. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. Palmer. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Iniesta. Now it's Torres. Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
A case now of complete control. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Caught offside that time. Internacional heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, given offside once more. Beckham. Kimmich. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Neymar. He's picked his way through. Now it's Neymar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Kimmich. And the pass is intercepted. So nearly the perfect ball.
Teremos 3
Neymar.
minutos de acréscimo.
Shapes to shoot! And again! Iniesta stood his ground strongly. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. Out of play for a goal kick. Neymar in acres of space out wide. And the keeper beats it away. And that was very necessary. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, this certainly hasn't gone the way most of us in the ground had expected in advance. Granted, it is very pleasant if you're on the right side of it all.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Internacional have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead.
Substituição em andamento.
There's the start of the second half. Yamal. Iniesta. Iniesta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Memphis Depay. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Guardiola. For Palmer. And that is a little undercooked. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Yamal, who has set up 2 goals.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Koundé, who played through for the wide man. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Torres. Beckham. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Hernandez. Well, it's still early in the second half, but this does look like a job already done. No way through there. Palmer.
Público presente na partida de hoje.
Guardiola.
60.810
60 minutes played.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more, defenders popping up in these positions. Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
He's in plenty of space here. Brilliantly cut out. Yamal. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's found a way through. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Iniesta. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's found support out wide. He is through here. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. That looks a good ball through. Hernandez. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Adams. And it's Iniesta. Yamal. Neymar. Oh, super ball. Has a goal! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
It's their second corner of the game. The Netherlands have the chance to go the other way. That is a great pick out. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's shifting through the gears here. That pass has been well intercepted. Palmer. Palmer. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And it's Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay. Guardiola. Neymar. Palmer. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Guardiola has given away a free kick. And he is going into that little black book.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Palmer gets his pass away. Nicely worked. That is a brilliant interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now it's Batistuta. Memphis Depay. That's beautifully weighted. Decent hit! Sticks it away! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
So is this the start of a comeback? In with the challenge. Koundé. Kimmich. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And that's that. Internacional are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Neymar picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. No other club feels like Boca, no ground like the Bombonera. Feel it, see it, hear it. This is what the game means to this legion of followers. We have already started here. Pullet gets flagged offside. And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Eto'o, he's got away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Eto'o, and he's managed to get free. Eto'o! He's done very well to get to that.
Eto'o actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Yamal gets it away. Internacional are looking to go forward now. Messi, and the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's there to clear it. And smartly reclaimed.
These early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter.
Ambrosini gets across to intercept that. And it's Fernando Torres. Pullet. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Boca Juniors clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Foot in. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Koundé cuts out the pass. And here's Yamal. Iniesta in acres of space out wide. And the counter is on. And the pass is intercepted. Internacional. Still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Big chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And here's Messi. Brilliantly cut out. Palmer. And here's Messi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Palmer. To Guardiola.
Boca Juniors have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Koundé. Palmer. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Eto'o. Palmer. Iniesta. And it's Neymar. Short changes him with that pass. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
He's through here. Gilberto Silva makes the interception. It's an inviting looking ball, that. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Hernandez. He's going to be disappointed with that. Shot a goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Iniesta is offering a wry smile there.
Neymar. Hits one! Yamal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And the shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. What a wonderful goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
No, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Red and white everywhere you look, the atmosphere created by the folk of Porto Alegre, providing a real celebratory assault on the senses. It is a unique part, this, of Brazil's southern coast, and the appreciation of the game here is pretty much universal. We have already started here. And he's intervened well there. And it's Fernando Torres. Neymar. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, we're in the presence of a true great of Italian football.
You're talking Bergami?
Yeah, he can perform anywhere across the back four, and thanks to his discipline, he makes it all look seamless. Incredibly dogged and determined.
Now it's Neymar.
Oh, that was expansive and
Terrific header! There it is!
well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Uruguay finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Iniesta. Well-timed, excellent interception. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Stood up well to him there. Cruyff. Eto'o. Now it's Eto'o. Palmer. Iniesta. Yamal gets into some space. Brilliantly cut out. He's gone for goal. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Internacional with the corner, there first.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
And now they can spring out of defence. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Iniesta. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Oh, great feat, that.
Is there any support? He might not need it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Internacional have reclaimed it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Eto'o. Cruyff. Totti. And here's Eto'o.
Cruyff really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Totti. Uruguay looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Now it's Neymar. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Guardiola. And the pass is intercepted. Guardiola is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Eto'o unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Batistuta! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
It's Iniesta! Cruyff. Eto'o. And it's Totti. And it's Batistuta. The referee's awarded a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Yamal. Guardiola. Now it's Torres. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And there's the end of the first half. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
Substituição em andamento.
And that's the second half started.
Internacional are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And he's managed to get free. He's cut it out. Corner number 2 then. Uruguay are looking to go forward now. Now it's Totti. Donadoni. Oh, nicely intercepted. Iniesta. Donadoni. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he was quick to react. Donadoni. Donadoni. He could be in here. He's picked his way through. Batistuta! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Batistuta has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Maldini is there, and he can pick it up. Yamal being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And it's Totti. And he cuts out the supply. Guardiola. Iniesta.
Público presente na partida de hoje.
Turan.
60.179
Now that's well seen too.
espectadores.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Guardiola. Iniesta. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pirlo. That is good alertness. Batistuta looks to get on the end of this. Iniesta. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pass is just off target. Guardiola. Totti. Oh, that was vital. And the shot! Hullet. And Hullet!
Substituição no time do Internacional. Camisa 5, camisa 3, camisa 9, camisa 6, camisa 11.
He will be livid with himself.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Van Dijk looks to go up and over. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Neymar. Chiellini calmly anticipates. That has been cut short.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
That's a promising run he's making on the right. Spread neatly. Header! Oh, should have put that away.
Neymar fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Engages and forces him off the ball. He's got away. Batistuta! Goal! Uruguay! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Good ball over the top. Big chance! It's in! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Uruguay take it. And Hullet! And more and more and more. And they are pulling clear here. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Uruguay blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Batistuta. And he's running through. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And that's it. Internacional can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, since it first opened its doors back in the mid-1990s, this most splendid of venues in European football has delivered so many memorable games, and it is time... It's Iniesta! And one more try! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Fernando Torres really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So, a breakthrough already. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Neymar. And he's picked out the run. It's a mighty effort! He will be livid with himself.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
And he's straight offside. And he's taking no chances there. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
That pass has been well intercepted. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Can he get onto this? Guardiola. Cruzeiro have it back and can go again. Quarter of an hour played. Internacional are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. And here's Neymar. Hernandez. Cafu. Cruzeiro are looking to break at pace. Guardiola. Beckenbauer makes the interception. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's on his way! Iniesta. And he's being shifted off it. And it's Van Nistelrooy. He could be in here. And they've got rid. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Cruzeiro clearly didn't...
Palmer! And that is wildly off target.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Cruzeiro trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. He's in, surely! Shapes to shoot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Iniesta. Half an hour played now. Oh, played through for the wide man. Now that's well seen too. Bellingham. Thuram.
Internacional have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Koundé. And no, that was never going to make it. And that has put paid to that. Fernando Torres. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Internacional really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
No foul, says the referee. No, that's been intercepted. Interesting ball. He's away. He's got space in the air, and the shot! He's scored! 2 to the good! They have breathing space! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them.
Thuram! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Thuram has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And we've reached half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another show of strength?
Internacional are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution in progress.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Adams gets it away. Guardiola.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Cafu with the clearance. Neymar. Now it's Haaland. The message is clear, none shall pass. Yamal. This might spell danger. Big chance! Yes! And they are cruising away.
Internacional clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Hits one! Goal! They're back within reach! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Yamal is wide and looking to get onto this. He is through, he's had a shot! And he's managed to get rid. And here's Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
That was lovely, that.
He has found the way through. Oh, that was vital. Pinches it off him. He's played him through. Now it's Haaland. Now this could be a chance. There's the hit! He scores!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Cruzeiro get themselves back into contention.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, nice touch. Fernando Torres.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Palmer. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, important interception. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Neymar. Internacional have reclaimed it. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
This is promising. That's an excellent interception. He's had a hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 9, Fernando Torres. Number 11,
back on the ball again.
Palmer. Number 5,
Barcola going face-to-face with his great rival.
Adams. Coming on the field.
That's tidy.
Number 19, Rudiger.
Internacional surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Number 24, Joshua Kimmich.
Batistuta
Number
is
25,
sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Can he finish? It's there! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
Internacional go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Lewandowski. Barcola looking to get on the end of this. Oh, that's well spotted. Gavi. Neymar. And the pass is intercepted. Good spot, he's seen the run. Now it's Batistuta. Courtois clears. Kimmich. Gavi. Barcola.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Rudiger cuts it out. Kimmich. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. And the number on the board is 3. Gavi. Barcola. That's a nicely measured pass. Here's Rodri. And that is as far as it goes. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. So it's away we go then. Koundé cuts out the pass. Batistuta. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. And they're back on the ball again. He can run onto that. He's in a good position here. Shapes to shoot!
Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Brazil with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Adams clears. Adams clears it away. There's a sharp little ball here.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta, or Batigol, as he's become known.
Nobody would ignore him.
He has all the attributes, Peter, and the list is too long for me to mention them now. I'll settle on lethal.
Played back in. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Internacional clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He rises!
He will be livid with himself. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fernando Torres. And they've got rid. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And he's straight offside. Adams. Neither side yet able to find the net. Yamal looking to get on the end of this. That's a throw. Played out to the left flank. Palmer. Zico. Brazil upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it. and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Neymar wins the duel this time. Oh, played right into his path. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Hernandez. Guardiola. Passing nice and neat. Oh, that was vital. For Palmer.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, delightful ball. Now it's Stoichkov. They're urged. Has a go! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Brazil have their second corner now. Terrific header! Harmlessly behind.
I think he deserves credit for getting something away, given that he had to contend with a double dose of closing down.
Guardiola. And he's onside. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, good-looking ball. Beckenbauer cuts it out. Conte. And here's Neymar. Palmer. No way through. And it's Conte. And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 3 coming up. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
And here's Stoichkov. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the action is back underway. So the first half brought no goals. Adams. Van Dijk. Oh, easy pickings there. And he's managed to get free. That's very neat. Iniesta. Koundé. And it's skewed away. Zico. He's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Neymar. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Beckenbauer. That's a good ball out wide. Iniesta. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Zico. Iniesta being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. That's the throw. Neymar. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And Adams. Here's Tchouaméni.
Público presente na partida de hoje.
That's Batistuta. Spread out to the left.
72.306 espectadores.
Guardiola. And it's Neymar. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tchouaméni, Neymar. Iniesta. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Batistuta. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now that's well seen too. Hernandez. Oh, and he's through the middle. And Torres! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Fernando Torres really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Enchendo o campo para a entrada de camisa 7, camisa 22.
Now it's Lewandowski.
Teremos uma substituição.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe. He has found the way through. Great chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Batistuta! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So their fourth quarter of the game. He's having a shot! Internacional are looking to go forward now. That was always going to be the keepers.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
That's been cut out, well played. No, that's been intercepted. Brazil desperately searching for the winner here.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Pinches it off him. Tchouaméni. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Teremos minuto
Somewhat
de
off target.
acréscimo.
1 minute to add, according to the board. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. We have already started here. And here's Eto'o.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He won't be happy with that one. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with Palmer! He's gone for goal. Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement.
Oh, here's a chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Makalele. Neither side yet able to find the net. That's a sharp pass. Gets his pass away.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Now, can they get it back? Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Yamal. Internacional finding their passes. Palmer. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Koundé.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Hernandez. Played into space out wide. And he's managed to get free. And that interception was most necessary.
That was...
Oh no, what has happened here? And he's only too happy to... Palmer! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Just eases him off the ball. Iniesta. Neymar. Hoisted in. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? Hernandez. Guardiola! And that's caused a worry or two. Thuram. Now that looks a decent ball. Adams cuts it out. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And he has been fouled there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Probably be looking to play it square from here. Over it comes. Up he goes! Goal! International! First blood drawn. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And it's Eto'o.
Internacional have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Makaleli. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Real chance! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And now he has two. So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Eto'o concedes a free kick for that. Internacional have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Iniesta.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And he welcomes it in. Decent hit! It's loose now and they want to get it back. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Messi. Pullet. He's got the shot away! He scored! Deep into first half stoppage time. A crucial goal. Messi at his razor-sharp best there. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Internacional leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It is intriguing. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitutions taking place.
Internacional choosing to make the first change. Guardiola. Short changes him with that pass. And the shot! Oh, taken with style. They are right back in business.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen. The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Well, I think the technical challenge is doable. This could depend on the amount of power.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Guardiola! Oh, that's a waste. Messi. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, such a clever touch. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Hernandez, and he's been shifted off it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, just skips past his man. And he's there to clear it. Real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And one more try. No mistake. They've done it. It was coming. They have their reward. Oh, that is a sweet finish. Gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable.
Neymar! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And we have our very first corner. Internacional have the chance to go the other way. Torres, that's tidy. Torres stood his ground strongly. Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Makaleli. And here's Hullet. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Kusanov deals with that comfortably. Kusanov clears. Here's Beckenbauer. Palmer. Fernando Torres.
Internacional showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That looks a good ball through. Kusanov spots it and intercepts. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. 75 minutes played. That's a little off target. Nesta gets across to intercept that. Fernando Torres. Oh, that's clever. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement. And Torres! Should have equalised.
Fernando Torres knows only too well how important the chance was. He snatched at it.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 11, Neymar. Number 19, Nedved. Coming on the field,
Mbappe.
Number 7, Ronaldinho.
And he was quick to react.
Number 21,
Now it's Son Heung-min.
Number
He's had it
15,
nicked away.
Mateus.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's a shade optimistic.
Internacional really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Kusanov cuts out the pass. And that is a little undercooked. That's headed upfield. Kimmich. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Mateus. Now it's Son Heung-min. And the flag, Son Heung-min! It's in! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Internacional really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
That's a decent clearance. No way through. Shot could be on. He's had a hit! It's a goal! And just like that, he's into double figures now.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Internacional give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. The final seconds now. And that will be the final act. Internacional illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looks... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Red and white everywhere you look. The atmosphere created by the folk of Porto Alegre, providing a real celebratory assault on the senses. It is a unique part, this, of Brazil's southern coast, and the appreciation of the game here is pretty much universal. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. It's a really well-measured ball. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, he's a little fella, Ludovic Julie, but he is one of those, Jim, appreciated by those he plays with.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. For me, the perfect go-between player in that final third who links up midfield and attack. One of those nightmare scenarios for defenders not wanting to follow him into deeper space.
Because he's just so bright, so intelligent.
Yeah, well, usually he's looking to drag them out of position, and he's so good with his technical ability and vision that all of a sudden they've got a bit...
Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Palmer. De Ligt picks it up out wide.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Probably be looking to play it square from here. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Oh, there's a probing ball. Messi. Now it's Drogba. Yamal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Japan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Corner number 2 then. And the keeper beats it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Torres providing an outlet on that flank. Fernando Torres. And he's had it nicked away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pedri.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Neymar. He's played him through. No goals as yet.
Footballing width usually identifies with running.
There's the shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Lamine Yamal can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Up for a header! No, not the best of headers. Approaching the half-hour mark. He's in space and looking for options. Good spot, he's seen the run. That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Drogba.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Messi. Could be danger here. Deftly away. That has been cut short. Neymar in with the challenge. And he's intervened well there. Palmer. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Upamecano. It's Iniesta! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! First blood drawn. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Internacional have fired themselves in front. Torres!
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Neymar. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Iniesta charging forward, the ball at his feet. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
And here's Yamal. Time and again they are repelled. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Internacional head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And the action is back on the way.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Neymar, and they're on him in a flash. And here's Torres. Yamal. The message is clear, none shall pass. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And he's been shifted off it. Koundé, Bellingham. Japan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Drogba. Oh, what can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Japan have their third corner. Real chance! Oh, taken with style. Japan are level.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Yamal. Played back in. Great position here. He's had a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Drogba is offering a wry smile there.
He's got tall. Harmlessly behind. Koundé. Yamal. Mendes promptly onto that, and that is that. Julie.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Japan, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Yamal. And that is expertly dealt with. Bastoni calmly anticipates. Looking for the run. Drogba. Courtois can pick that up. Beckenbauer. Koundé. Iniesta has found the net here, of course. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Palmer. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Messi. Just a quarter of an hour to play. He's beaten, it's Drogba!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Iniesta. Well timed, excellent interception. Bellingham threads one in. Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Julie, plenty to aim at here. Beckenbauer defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Bellingham, oh, he's bustling through here. Caught offside that time.
Substituição no time do Internacional.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Camisa 7, Neymar. Camisa 11.
Time added on will be 2 minutes.
Camisa 19.
Looking to set free a runner. Cristiano Ronaldo! The whistle has gone and it is all over. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. And already we're underway here. Now it's Torres.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Palmer. And Neymar. Nicely intercepted. And that is as far as they're going to go. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Neymar. Oh, red, nice interception. Iniesta. And that is a little undercooked. Neither side especially adventurous early on. In with the challenge. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, well played, well played. Vieira.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Vieira. Guardiola. Hernandez. Schneider. Now it's Schneider. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Neymar touches it back. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Sakai. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fernando, great chance! Goal! Internacional! And it's Internacional who take the lead.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Internacional have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what
He's got full! Oh, he's been caught on it here! De Ligt gets it clear. Internacional have it back and can go again. Iniesta. Nicely weighted ball. Iniesta is sporting a guilty look after that.
encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Palmer. Passing nice and neat. Maldini deals with that comfortably. Adams. Maldini. Vieira. Bergomi. Rodri. Sakai. And he's gone searching crossfield. Iniesta. He's got away. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Schneider's cross. Vieira! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And now they can spring out of defence. Can he finish? And for a moment, time stood still.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
Koundé, Beckenbauer, and it's Iniesta. That's Guardiola. And it's Neymar. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rodri.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And it's half-time here. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Internacional go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And we are already promptly back underway.
Internacional definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Schneider. Rodri. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's had it nicked away. And here's Haaland. Haaland. Beckenbauer clears. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Vieira. And the pass is intercepted. Botafogo appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Iniesta. Haaland! Palmer. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Fernando Torres. Still just a single goal between the sides. Almost an hour gone.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Bergomi attempts a clearance. Iniesta. He's had a hit! And it's hoisted clear. Oh, what a pass! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That's a nicely measured pass. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Fernando Torres actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, what a climb! It's anyone's ball now. Rodri can get it clear.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
It is a corner, good chance.
Teremos uma substituição.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Kimmich. Koundé. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
He's in space and looking for options. Brilliantly cut out.
Botafogo really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That's a little off target. And here's Haaland. He's in plenty of space here. He can get that clear. Up he goes! And the lead stays intact, just.
Schneider was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Torres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now the finish! Oh, and that should have been 2.
Fernando Torres has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
They've played it short. Botafogo are looking to go forward now. Drogba looking to get on the end of this.
Botafogo have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Yamal. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Drogba. Schneider. Ball's gone out of play. Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now that's well seen too.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Rudiger. Hernandez. Kimmich. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Kimmich. And that will be it. Internacional have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, the river provides a beautiful backdrop to this hugely impressive arena, filled with 50,000 fans or more from Internacional. And you have to love their noise, their colour, their choreography. And already we're underway here. And here's Torres. Guardiola cuts it out. Hernandez. That's a nicely measured pass. Palmer providing an outlet on that flank.
Well, a quick look at this lineup, and Pavel Nedved jumps higher than the rest.
He'll be involved in more or less everything they try to do going forward.
Yeah, he has all the ingredients to serve up something delicious, and we can feast our eyes on a truly great competitor.
Saliba is fouled. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Koundé cuts out the pass. Guardiola. Palmer. Yamal! It'll be a throw-in. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, and he's through the middle. He's got to be in here. Now, that is a hefty challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Barrios is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Nice interception, well timed. Guardiola gets good distance on it. Iniesta. No goals as yet. Maldini.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
He has found the way through. In towards the back stick. He's there and gets it away. Oh, what has happened here? Nedved producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
Internacional are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Very nearly half an hour gone here. Fernando Torres. Chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, I think they can breathe a massive sigh of relief then. Such a let-off.
Yildiz. That's Nedved. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pass is just off target. No, that's been intercepted. Hernandez. Oh, easy pickings there. Guardiola. Now it's Neymar. Griezmann in acres of space out wide. Guardiola. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that's left him on the seat of his pants. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. Beckenbauer attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's well spotted. Iniesta. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Shapes the shoot! The captain delivers!
Well, I can tell you, that'll definitely liven up the half-time team talk. Scoring first is always a plus, but scoring with that level of quality will surely lift every member of that team now. Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the second half gets underway.
Internacional can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And they win it back again. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Griezmann. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Palmer. Palmer is in a really good position out wide. Fernando Torres. That is great defending, so alert.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's Guardiola. Koundé. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Big header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Internacional still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Koundé gets across to intercept that. Nicely weighted ball. Danger averted for now. Neymar looking to get on the end of this. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Real chance! He's got away with one there.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Substituição no time do Internacional.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Camisa 3. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 22.
Now it's Lewandowski. Foot in.
23.
Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts.
Substituição em andamento.
Koundé. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, super find. And he's intervened well there. Guardiola. Internacional, perhaps contemplating their next change here. Vinicius, there's the shot! Oh, taken with style! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
So, third corner of the game. It's a pretty loose pass. And that is a little undercooked. Cristiano Ronaldo. Palmer. Griezmann. Guardiola. Palmer. Lewandowski. He's going to be disappointed with that. He's through here. Look at the space. It's Griezmann! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there, knowing full well that it could have all been wrong.
Could be danger here. Palmer.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give...
Good effort from distance. Yamal. Pass somewhat off target. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lewandowski. Griezmann. He's played him through. Oh, he's been caught on it here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now it's Griezmann, and he's had it nicked away. And that is that. Internacional were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, the river provides a beautiful backdrop to this hugely impressive arena, filled with 50,000 fans or more from Internacional. And you have to love their noise, their colour, their choreography. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Palmer fiddles it through, played into space out wide. And through to the goalkeeper. Santos are looking to break at pace. And that could set him on his way. He's having a go! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now that looks a decent ball. He can run onto that. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Neymar. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Big chance! Palmer. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. He's through here. And Torres! Roberto Baggio. Neither side yet able to find the net. Neymar. Chance to finish. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Now it's Neymar. Face to face, real chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. It's going to be It's Iniesta! Goal! Internacional! He gave it plenty and some. Trashed it in.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Internacional are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration would be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Guardiola. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a little off target. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. The message is clear, none shall pass. Iniesta. Now it's Griezmann, and that could set him on his way. And he's certainly onside. There's the shot! And he hits the net. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He can run onto that.
This is the time you need that pace.
Guardiola. Palmer really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Iniesta. And it's Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. So there was the first half.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second. Yamal! Oh, Red, nice interception. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he finish? Big moment! Massive goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Internacional take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Yamal. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Santos are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
It's loose. Oh, and one more try! He's done very well to get to that.
Palmer really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Internacional with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Santos have the chance to go the other way. Roberto Baggio, he's picked his way through. Griezmann in acres of space out wide. He's shifting through the gears here.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Neymar. Griezmann, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And that is a little undercooked. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Threads one in. Short changes him with that pass. And it's Guardiola. Palmer. Hernandez has it out wide and in space. Terrific header! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
And here's Baggio. Oh, nice touch. Stood up well to him there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Iniesta. Not the most accurate pass. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really... rises! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Substituição no time do Internacional.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Camisa 3, camisa 8, camisa 9,
And it's Owen.
camisa 11.
Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here.
Camisa 24.
Now the finish!
Camisa 4.
And that could have brought them level.
Owen is looking pretty upset with himself. It should have been a leveler.
Rudiger with the clearance. Conte.
Santos really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Hernandez. Great ball, and he's in here. Can he finish? And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gavi looks to go up and over. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Great position here.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Gavi. And it's Neymar.
Internacional certainly don't need to overcommit now.
He's gone for goal! Corner number 2 then. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. And now they can spring out of defence. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the number on the board is 3. Yamal looking to run onto it. No way through. Iniesta. It's Neymar! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that will be the final act. Internacional can finally smile now.